ESPN presented by Whirlpool. You know, when the Premier Lacrosse League releases the schedule, you always circle this weekend. Powered by Ticketmaster.
Fear the Turtle, all Terps all the time. You've got Dunn, the veteran. Midfield, we've talked about Dordovic. Need to see more production from Janet. He's cooled off of late. And find up TJ Malone, the steal of the draft. He's third in rookie scoring.
Ben Randall is a long defender who has the ability to take the ball away, leads the Philadelphia from two. Connor Kelly can stretch a defense. Jack Hanna owns one-on-one matchup. League in overall points. He's playing alongside a legend in Kieran McCardle. Ethan Walker at the left hand.
31, the most dominant performance in PLL history. We are off and running. First weekend in August in the PLL. This is when the games start to mean a ton. And it's the first homecoming weekend for the Maryland Whipsnakes. Courier, one of the most versatile players in the sport, gets it away to Jake Carraway with under 20 to shoot. That bouncing shot from Jack Hanna, former Denver Pioneer, resets the first matchup back in week 3. Sowers had 3 goals, but it took him 10 shots to get there. Didn't have an assist. They spin it around the arc. Carraway's shot. He loves to shoot. Brendan Krebs with the...
Now he's starting to get some breathing room.
He's got 12 goals in his last 4 games. Took over in the 4th quarter last week in San Diego when they beat the Redwoods 18-13. Eli Gobrick was all over him. Starts the transition for Philly. Rylan Reese's shot kicked aside by Krebs.
Big time stop by Krebs. When someone has a record for most twos in PLL history in a game for 3 last week, they're going to watch where he is.
Too much space for McCardle off the side of the net. Krebs covers a lot of territory.
Going to Syracuse ended one of the top scoring midfielders in the country.
McCardle gets the right hand free. Krebs goes low to make his 5th two-way roll here. Peacock, his best friend Matt Rambo, they play the 2-man. Rambo trying to turn the corner on Courier, gets to a spot, and it fitting that the first goal of the Maryland Whipsnakes homecoming weekend comes from Matt Rambo.
Yes, it is. Now his home turf. The big boy shows you how it's done, getting up that left side, a goal line. They were able to get a short stick on Rambo last time as well, dodging Zach Courier. He'll go all day long if he gets a shorty.
Williams got a good look from inside the arc. Malone chases down.
I know that sounds nuts.
You'd much rather be playing in this than in the crowd or up with us in the booth or working the event.
Or standing on the sideline.
That's right. If you're going to be in the heat, you might as well be playing. Done successfully all season. 3rd in the league in 2-point save percentage. So a critical stat in terms of just staying calm and present during those key shots as Dordovic.
Lefty. He's something, Ryan. This guy is something.
You better have a slide prepared, passer. Well, how do you do that when he's able to get his shot off that quickly? Like, he doesn't, like, cleanly...
Lower left corner with the bouncer with his offhand. Courier behind the back feed. Low to high shot, a little too high from Ethan.
But he is not isolated.
Quinn, how much of that is Ajax Apatella?
I like the matchup with Sowers in space against anyone in this league, including the rookie Zapatello.
Rambo inside is in. That's 2 for Matt Rambo in the first quarter.
And it's just an old leverage. Take that extra step or 2. You see him tuck his stick and bury it. And
Mark Van Arsdale, offensive coordinator, was a flex guy, attack end midfield. He can be productive in this league.
Rambo already has 2. It's his 3rd multi-goal game of the season already. Williams. They are working it through Matt Rambo. He has been heavily involved here in the first shot on the run from Malone. 10 seconds left in the first. Waterdogs still on 0. Shot from 2, missed it from Hanna. Picks it up, evades the defense, shoots. DeLuca with another save. That's 2 on 1 trip for DeLuca, but his outlet pass intercepted by Malone. Williams on the doorstep. Count it.
And all the 50-50 ground balls, all the hustle plays, all the runouts, transition. It's been all
in
wet.
this spot, as you just see it blown clear there by the Waterdogs. This is automatic. It's like almost my body and mind go to the face.
Scored too. Nardell is 4 for 6 at the stripe for Maryland. Or the same from when he dominated their first matchup back in Philly. When, by the way, the Waterdogs on their homecoming weekend went 0-2. As Williams scores again.
Might be time for a timeout. Might be time for a timeout.
Timeout.
Stick side on DeLuca.
Yeah, it's that pick by Chanenchuk. That's the key. You're going to see Sabia.
You know Rambo's going to inside roll. You know Zed's pushing top side. Simple things that suddenly are difficult for the Waterdogs.
Heacock on the run. It goes. Out the whips. Keep pouring it on. 6-0.
Heacock's playing a new role for this team. No, you get it and you go. He's got Courier turned around. The slide comes. It's just a hair late.
Think about Trey LeClaire playing attack at Ohio State D-mid for the Archers.
You know, you look at Colin Heacock. He's built like the Incredible. He's a great athlete. He's a skill player. You find a spot for him.
Rambo, 2 goals in the first quarter. Gets it back to Chanenchuk.
He wasn't throwing 107 at Camden
No.
yards, that's for sure. He should have used his lacrosse
Anderson
Oh,
stick.
on the swim. Go 7-zip whips.
We talk about a rookie on
So all of his body language is going to say, I'm shooting this low. I'm shooting now down 7 is just thinking they got to do it all by themselves.
So plenty of game left as Patra goes under. Malone through X. Heacock has another. Not be able to hit the strike zone, but he can hit the 6-5-6. That's 2 goals for Colin Heacock.
share the rock, something to
Kind of waits. Sorry, highlighted the wrong guy. It was actually the other guy inside.
By Anderson, wing dodger. Adam Patra, wing dodger. The parts are starting to fit. Tucker Dordovic off the injured reserve. This is a team peaking.
That shot was from Malone. They've got
any idea we'd be able to click at this rate earlier in the season.
It's not a democracy, but the coach is always
There's
looking for
Patra
feedback.
right now.
He's got a step, and he scores. Joins the party. It is 9-0. Maryland, you cannot dial up a better start to their homecoming.
Get on the field. So you go ball side action, swing it,
Quint, what are you seeing out of Brendan Krebs so far?
A great defense, but he's kept his job simple. That hit him right in the chest. That's one you could have made through.
Heacock. What a week for Colin Heacock, the pride of boys Latin.
He's done it with both hands. In the first half.
Yeah, you see Witcher, he goes for the interception there. Isn't a
Approach by Rylan Reese. Quint, you're with Heacock.
Be the best. Confidence high today. How do you describe it?
We're just flying around. I think it starts with yards at the face-off X, and then
And to shoot, McCardle's got it. Can Sowers start the engine? Here's Hannah from the midfield.
You know, we talk about this facelift.
one matchup. You know, today, I'll point out Malone's already got 3 assists on the day.
He's got all 3 of their assists today. In transition, this is what we talked about. Reese just bounces it high and wide.
Only 26% on the season, but now you have Dordovic back stretching the defense.
Rambo, all kinds of space. Malone operating at X, finds Williams for his hat.
No concern with the outside. You got to deal with the inside, Ryan. I think with Dordovic in the lineup now, in the
Waterdog is around the perimeter, and you leave Zed Williams all by himself right on the doorstep.
Overtime for the Waterdogs. They have packed it in today. Past the midway point of the third quarter, they have no goals. Until now. Michael Stewart, myself.
Can this be the Squires on a short stick? Just turns on the Jets. He's too quick. He's too up with that one.
Squires, their top LSM this year after Michael Earhart retired. He was the 5-time LSM of the year in the PLL. Won it the first 5 years this league existed.
It's like this little pod in Portland, Oregon that's produced like 5 pro players this weekend.
Scott.
Crazy.
And Squires went to the same high school, West Lynn in Oregon.
Ooh, how about the individual way? It's 2 in a row for Philly. Sowers had their first goal in the last 33 and a half minutes.
keeps
Going
his
back.
line going north-south, right? He didn't bow to the left where he would have fought another defender there.
Of this PLL product.
It's awesome. You watch it from TV, but when you watch it live, these guys are athletic as heck. The IQ is through the roof. The ability to comprehend is unbelievable.
Waterdogs trying to clip their way back into this game now. Zach Courier with that.
Sorry to hear about any Jets fans.
Tough existence.
He's an Alabama football fan too at the college level.
That makes sense.
Typically try to go to a game.
Krebs makes the save. All Terps along the starting defense for this Maryland Whipsnakes club. Carter loses his footing again. Sowers finishes on the crease. That Sowers in 4 in a row for the Waterdogs. What a response.
The hesitation and the pass by Sowers, who cashes in.
A beautiful sneak there by Sowers, who takes that extra.
The break. Here comes Scarpello. Outside the arc, it's Ethan Walker. Waterdogs have scored 4 in the last 3 minutes and change after they had none in over 33 minutes. Scarpello makes it 5 straight for Philly.
Ball watching again.
And it's not just like, okay, well, I'm not going to throw it to short stick Dimity. I've got to get organized. I got to get ready. No. Surprise sneak attack.
Math. Change the math quickly with a 2.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. Waterdogs have scored 5 in a row. McCardle just misses the top shelf against Puglisi. Sowers still with it. Looking for an outlet. 3 to shoot. Zappatello's back on him, and Krebs makes the easy save
By Zach Currier.
Watch Randall
Calls
here.
turnover and the GB.
Currier gives it up. Scarpello scored his first goal of the season earlier today. Came in the third. Currier alone on the doorstep. Count it. Waterdogs. Currier's got 2.
That's him from end to end. The calls turnover.
So total breakdown in transition, communicating, matching up. Who's got who? Currier. 50-50 ground ball.
Tell you, Whipsnakes defense now suddenly flat-footed on multiple possessions. Jim Stagnita telling his offense to settle.
Mike Janenchuk ends the run by himself.
Been good the last 12 minutes off ball. And then this crusher.
After the 50-50.
Slide came. Good recovery from the Waterdogs defense. 10 to shoot for Anderson. He chops the feet, going to that strong left hand, takes the shot, sharp angle. DeLuca with the save. And as the wall back to bite him.
They did a good job switching back.
You're in no rush now for the Whipsnakes, for the game is looming tomorrow.
Malone tried to go over the shoulder.
So that's at 100% efficiency they can tie this game.
Sowers, what a pass. Krebs with another big-time stop. He denies Matt Witcher.
Players like a Brennan O'Neill and some of these big midfielders like a Nakai Montgomery all playing in this league.
Hanna playing bully ball, and Krebs has tied his career high with 3 minutes to play. Draws the slide. Malone, no look skip. Patra. Williams cranks it. Good save to Luca.
And I think in those one goal.
Too much lacrosse. He's too competitive not to fix it.
And it is, without a doubt, the most shocking thing when you look at the standings. Seeing Philadelphia with just 1 win. Bo content to hang on to it. Take a 6-goal win. Not a bad start to the Maryland Whipsnakes era here in Baltimore.
And I think what's telling about this game for me is we highlighted Dordovic, right? We talked about the young Bucks. And then it was really Rambo. Play possession ball. We don't have to get up and down. We can save our legs. And they don't have to, like, come back for this emotional victory. It's like, no, we had this in the bag pretty much from halftime.